Summer here, coming to you live from Greensboro Downtown Yoga. And I'm excited to bring you this all levels yoga flow class this morning. For us here at Greensboro Downtown Yoga, all levels flow is a class designed for everybody. We really want to encourage you, whether you've been practicing yoga for a day, never, or you've been practicing yoga for a long time. Our all levels flow class can work for you. You'll see moments in time where we are flowing through movements. Maybe you want to go a little bit slower or a little bit faster than I am, and that's okay. You make it live. Huh?
It's still just going to be us. Up there.
You make this class the way that works for you. And that's what we're here to give you, is an all levels flow class that can help you disconnect from the world and help you be inspired to move in a way that feels authentic and real to you. One thing I always like people to know when practicing with me is that I have a really bad left ankle. I've had multiple surgeries on it, and it just doesn't always function and move in the way that you might expect it to. There might be a moment when I'm asking you to do something that my ankle does not want me to do, or doesn't want to do in the way that it should look. And I actually think that's pretty cool, because that's my story and that's my body, and your body might have something the exact same. So you take your body on the journey and the adventure that feels right to you. And you move through this all levels flow class in a slower, faster, or different pace and place than I am. Feel free to take breaks when you need. Get water when you need. I have my water cup right next to me. You'll notice we don't need any equipment for this. All you need is your body. If you've got props or toys that you want to use to assist you, feel free to. But let's get started with today's practice. I want you to find a comfortable seated position. For me, it's here with my legs crossed. Maybe you want your legs extended, or you want to find a totally different position. Whatever it is, shut your eyes. For a few moments, just be with your breath. Notice your natural inhale and exhale. Notice the rise and fall of your chest or the expansion of your belly. As you're here, allow your mind to be right here. As I was planning today's class, I thought it would be really easy to go the obvious route of creating a focus on how we can ignore all that's going on in the world, to have a discussion about how we can disconnect. But instead of doing that, I want to truly disconnect from it. I think we're so inundated all the time with the news that this present moment is a time for you to let go of it. So instead, I'm inspired by a quote in a book I've been reading by an author that I love. She's actually a blogger originally, and I just love her book. I'll talk about it more later. But the quote simply states, "Nothing about you is average." That's what we want to go with today. Nothing about you is average. Take a big deep inhale. As you exhale, say that to yourself. Nothing about me is average. Inhale. I am awesome. Exhale. Throughout today, Use that as your mantra, as your intention to move through this practice in a way that feels authentic and real to you. If it feels nice, bring your hands to heart center. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go out your mouth. Inhale, reach our arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. As we flow, as we move, allow your breath to be what guides your pace. As we find our Ujjayi breath, which is a restriction on the back of our throat, we inhale through our nose. We exhale out our nose, back of your throat. Big inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, the right arm comes over, lengthen to the side. Lift back to center, inhale. Exhale as we find this long reach out our side body. Inhale. Do that one more time. Feel the reach out your fingertips. Allow your head to turn and look under your arm. Maybe your bottom arm comes to the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Just get movement flowing through the side of your body. You'll notice my elbow doesn't come to the side on this side, onto the floor on this side. Maybe yours doesn't, and that's okay. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, your hands are going to come together behind your back. Interlace your fingers and look up to the sky. Feel this great arch of your back and lift of your chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come to center. Interlace your hands. Lift your chest. Feel that great squeeze of your shoulder blades together. Knowing and feeling that proud chest. Inhale, one more time. Find the movement. Find the flow in a way that feels authentic, that feels right, that allows your body to move. Take one more big deep inhale up. This time exhale as we rotate and look over our back shoulder. Feel the rotation through the middle of our back. You should be finding this through the middle of your body. Inhale. I encourage you to look behind you. So I'm looking to you, but I want you to look behind yourself. Find a way that this spiral rotation feels amazing. Inhale. Exhale as you circle your wrist. If you are like so many of us, we sit in front of computers, on tablets, on phones all day, and our wrists get really unhappy. And the more we can move them, these moments when we get ready to go onto them, they might feel a little bit more alive. And this is just authentic movement. Like, there's no specific way you need to be doing this right now. Just move your wrist. Big reach up, inhale. Exhale as you come down and make your way to all fours. With our knees under our hips and our wrists under our shoulders, look into your belly for a great big cat. Exhale as you arch and look to the sky. As you find this rounding of your spine and this arch of your back, know that maybe you have moments where you can press into the floor, where this can feel deeper. Or maybe you want to hang out longer in this arch. Remember, it's about where it feels good. Let's do 2 more breath cycles. Remembering that you are this amazing human being. Your body moves in ways that you may not even be aware of. And when we allow ourselves to explore movement, we can create some pretty awesome things. Return to a neutral spine. Bring your right arm forward, your left leg behind you for a spinal balance. Lift out of that hip so that your arm reaches further away. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Lengthen the opposite side. Find the reach out of your side hip. Exhale down. With this move, it's about pulling in with our belly button, finding length from our fingers to our toes. As you rise, you lengthen and press your palm into the floor to find a squared body position. Exhale. One more time as we try to get some heat generating in our body. We're trying to build from the center so that we can go into dynamic movements with ease. Walk your hands forward. Tuck your toes and enter into the first plank for the day. Now, if at any point planks do not feel comfortable for you, join me on my knees. I'm dealing with a neck injury, and a lot of times planks bother my neck, so I often will come to my knees. And if that's what you want, go there or stay on your toes. Let's take a big deep inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips to downward dog. Downward dog is a place where our hips are high, our palms press into the mat, and our heels lengthen to the ground. Bend one knee at a time, and as you do this, feel the stretch along the back of your leg. I think it feels kind of nice to do this sometimes where my hips sway side to side. Is it what a traditional yoga downward dog looks like? No, but it's what feels good on my body. I'm safe doing it, and I'm effectively working my body. So maybe that's what you want to do as well. Inhale as you press both heels down to the mat. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, and walk your feet to the front of you to meet your hands. Forward fold, hang over your legs. And this is a great opportunity to sway side to side. Maybe you like to interlace your elbows. I think it feels really nice to be completely relaxed right here and hung over. Come back to center. Bend your knees and one vertebrae at a time. Roll yourself up to a standing position. Big deep inhale as your arms reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shut your eyes for a moment. Feel your feet firmly on the ground. Feel your upper body relax. And shift your weight forward and backwards. Maybe your eyes are open, maybe your eyes are shut. There's no judgment. You're on the other side of the camera. I don't know what you're doing. There may or may not be anyone around you. So allow yourself to shift. Maybe you shift side to side. Feel your feet in the floor. Inhale, very similar to what we did at the very beginning. Exhale as you reach over to your side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale over. I want you to explore this movement, remembering that you are not average, that you are amazing, and that how this feels on your body is so perfect. Maybe you bend the knee. My head loves to follow my hand as a way to get movement into my neck. Maybe yours does too. Exhale as your hands interlace behind your back. Squeeze. This time get even more arch as we look to the sky. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach. Lengthen and lift. Exhale, stretch and strengthen. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind our back. Interlace, lift and look to the sky. One more time, just like that. Inhale, high. Exhale, be creative and be you. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the reach. Feel the expansion of your chest as your hands interlace, interlock, and look to the sky. Lift up high, inhale, new place to go. Exhale as we sit into a chair. This first opportunity in chair, our knees are in line with each other, right roughly over the center of our foot. We have this long, neutral spine where we pull our belly in. And maybe your arms are forward or maybe they're overhead. Take a big, deep inhale, lift up. Exhale, sit in the chair. Inhale. Exhale, chair. Find your fingers with your eyes. Look to them and see their length. As you find the movement of your head, you're going to allow deeper connection with your breath and your movement. One more time, big reach. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to the sky high. From the top, we lengthen to the side. Exhale. Inhale. You know these places, even if you've just been doing them for the last couple minutes with me. Hands come together, interlace, look up. Lift to the sky, inhaling. Sit low into your chair. So in this modified sun salutation, we're moving through. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Feel the length of your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. One more time, just like that. Stretch to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. Each time we allow ourselves a little bit different exploration of the movement. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, inspiration. Exhale, fear. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step your feet out wide. Lift your arms high. Inhale. Exhale, find warrior two. Warrior two is this really strong place where our front knee is reaching over the center of our front foot. Our back foot is in line with the edge, if you have a mat, of your mat. It's turned parallel. Our arms are reaching straight as our belly is tight. Inhale, sink a little lower. Feel the openness in your hips. Inhale, come to center. Turn your foot in and exhale, warrior two on the opposite side. As we find this place of strength, settle in. It can become easy to tell ourselves no. But remember, you're not average. You're amazing. So why not go for it? Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Dynamically move this. Inhale. Exhale. Allow your head to follow your movement, your drishti, each place. Can you find a little bit deeper range? Can you sink into the positioning just a bit more? Say, nothing about me is average. I am amazing. I am strong. I am powerful because I allow myself to be courageous. Inhale, center. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Say this with me. I am strong. I am amazing. I am powerful. I am fearless. I can do anything I set my mind to. Inhale. Exhale, hands, heart center. You should have some heat flowing in your body. Walk your feet back to center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Press into your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, heart center. Do that again. Big lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold and hang right here. Place your hands on the ground. Step back to a plank position. Choose not to go through chaturanga flows. If you are familiar with yoga and you feel like that's what you want, go for it. I'm making the choice as a way to open our chest more versus giving us collapse. Press your palms into the ground. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your back leg, the one that is further away from me. Press your opposite heel to the ground and step your foot in between your hands. Lift your arms high to the sky. And then exhale as they come to heart center. Here with your hands at heart center, I'm going to encourage you to shut your eyes. Just trust me. I know. You're going to be shaky, you're going to be wobbly. But remember all those strong words we just said to ourselves. Start saying them again. If you fall, cool. That means you're challenging your balance. And that's what this is about. Sink a little lower as you exhale. Inhale, lift our arms high to the sky. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. You've been here. You know what this place feels like. For good or bad, right? Inhale as you reach long and away from you, and then lift up for reverse warrior. All those side bends that we felt at the beginning of class, that's what I want this to be. You feeling that authentic, real length with your breath. Be you. Inhale. Exhale as you windmill your hands beside your foot. Hold this position right here. Press your back heel to the back of the room. Big deep inhale. Exhale, step back to plank. Hold plank. Find your plank. Press your palms into the mat so you lift and feel this rounding in your upper back right here. So often in plank, we end up like this, right? We kind of sag. You're like, look, I can hang out in plank all day. But when we really push into the mat, when we pull our tummy in, it makes this place so much different. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your front leg, the one closest to me, to the sky. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Lift your arms high to the sky. And now remember this place. Exhale as our hands come to heart center and you shut your eyes. I'm going to do it with you this time with my eyes shut as well. You can't see me because your eyes are shut, and they should be. But if you could, you would notice that I'm teeter-tottering all over the place. And I think that's one of the coolest things about going into crescent position or lunge, for those of you who may not be familiar with yoga, and shutting your eyes. It takes a position that we're used to and totally changes it. With your eyes open or shut, inhale, lift your arms high to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Now I'm facing away from you, but you should still see this wide expansion, this reach out my fingers. And you should settle into your legs. Remind yourself, you are powerful. You are amazing. You are not average. Inhale, reach long and away. Exhale, lengthen back. You feel the space between each rib cage. With a big deep inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands back beside your foot. Stay right here. As I'm in this position, I remind myself that I'm me. And me comes with really unpainted toenails. And I'm like, should I be embarrassed about the fact that I'm live streaming on YouTube and my toenails look like crap? Or I go, that's me, coming as I am. I'm okay with it. If your toenails look awful, cool. Let's join it together. Big deep inhale. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, and walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Forward fold, hang over your legs. Rock your body side to side. Bend your knees in one vertebrae at a time. Let's roll up to the sky. Lift our arms high. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Settle for a moment. Maybe you sway side to side. We should do that one more time. Feel the way our body can move. Take a big, deep inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press our back long. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Hold your plank for one inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Take your foot that's away from me, lift it to the sky so your opposite heel presses to the mat. Exhale as you step your foot in between your hands. Just 2 breath cycles right here. Inhale. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Shut your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Ooh, see, I almost fell. Cool, I tried. Inhale, reach back. Press your shoulder down away from your ear. Exhale as you windmill your hands beside your foot. Hold this place. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Front leg, the leg closest to me, lifts to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Rise up, crescent. Exhale, 2 breath cycles right here to sink lower, to shut your eyes, and to be courageous in this move. Inhale, arms high to the sky. Exhale, hands, warrior 2. Reach far and away from you. Exhale, lift your body. Inhale. Exhale, your hands windmill beside your foot. Step back. Find your plank. Make this a really strong plank by pressing your palms into the mat. Exhale, downward dog. Bend your knees, sit down into a child's pose for a moment. One thing with child's pose is there's so many ways you can do it. You could be really passive right here and just relax. And that's a great place. Maybe you want to feel more into your upper back. Take your palms, press them into the mat, and feel like your fingertips are lifting off the floor as you press your hips back. And it's like I'm sliding the mat away from me. And I'm getting this great length into my upper back. In child's pose, it's a moment to let go, to recenter, to remind ourselves why we're here. Why did you join me on this live stream, or maybe you're watching it after? What got you to do it? Remind yourself of that right now. Because I know that nothing about you is average. And that's why you're here. Take one more breath in your child's pose. And join me back in plank. And I show this on the toes, actually on the knees and toes kind of combined. Lift up onto your toes if that's where you choose. Inhale, you're going to rotate to the side of the room. You lift your arm high to the sky, and we hold. Now you notice my knee is on the floor. Remember I told you I'm dealing with a neck injury, and for me, that's what feels comfortable. Maybe you're feeling feisty, and you want to go feet stacked, or stacked. For me, that's not a comfortable place right now with my neck. So here's where I am. Lengthen your arm overhead. Look under your top arm. Big deep inhale. Exhale as you rotate back to center. Let's do that to the other side. Inhale, exhale as you open up. I am now doing the other side. I just want to be able to see you. Well, imagine I'm seeing you. Lengthen your arm overhead. Look under your top arm. And exhale as you rotate back towards plank. Lift your foot. Be in plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Walk your feet forward. Ragdoll hang. Maybe you shift side to side. Maybe your head turns. Just do something that feels good. Roll up one vertebrae at a time until we are standing. Big deep inhale. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Okay. Settle right here for a moment. We have a flow that's going to take us through that side plank. I'm going to try to cue it in a way that you can understand sides, but I know it might get a little bit tricky. So just know right is right, left is left. Right? I know. Easier said than done. Big deep inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Feel the length. Exhale, forward fold. You've done this. Inhale as you lift up. Reach your right foot tall. First time in a standing balance. Bring your hands to heart center. Hold right here. Maybe you want to shut your eyes. Ooh, I don't know. Lift your arms high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, your foot reaches back. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, sit into your chair. Let's do that on the left side. Inhale, reach up. Press the toes of your opposite foot into the floor. Notice I start to do what's called doming, and I push my toes and get this arch to lift. Exhale back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower hands, heart center. Inhale, lift your hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. As you do, your right foot comes off the floor where we just were. Exhale, reach back to airplane, but this time hands come together, just like we've done throughout class. Bend your front knee so you deepen into it. It's one of those places where my ankle doesn't do what I'm telling you to do. So sink low. Inhale. Step your foot back. Lift your chest to the sky. See if your arms can slide down your back leg as you squeeze your shoulder blades even more together. And maybe that happens to you. Do it. Allow yourself to fall. Because when we fall, we learn how to pick ourselves back up. Sometimes the best things we can do is be faced with adversity and challenge. Reach back, lift your arms high to the sky. Exhale, step your hands beside your foot. Step your foot back to plank. Rotate, lift your right arm to the sky, side plank. Reach your arm overhead, lift your top leg. Now maybe your bottom leg is with the knee on the ground, or maybe it's lifted, it's your choice. Big deep inhale. Exhale as your foot comes down, rotate back to downward dog. Exhale into downward dog. Inhale as we lift our heels, bend our knees, and step or jump your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sit low into chair. Little balance challenge moment. Lift your heels. Bring your arms behind you. See if you can lower down into that little tiny place even deeper. Maybe your knees don't like it. Stay higher. Everyone, lift as high as you can. Inhale. Exhale, hands heart center. Let's do it on the other side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, you are amazing. Inhale, strength. Exhale, fear. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, as you rise, lift your left leg to the opposite foot off the floor. Find this big, tall balance. Exhale as we reach back. Interlace your hands. Feel the palms press. Now bend into your front standing leg. See how I'm bending there? That's what I was just saying. My other leg doesn't. Step back. Lift your arms high to crescent. Exhale. Open up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale as your hands windmill beside your foot. I'm going to be facing away from you. Remember that. Step your foot back. Rotate around to side plank. So you're on side plank on the opposite side. Lift your top leg. Reach your arm overhead. In this moment of strength and balance, be here and be present. Inhale. Come back to center plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Lengthen out the top of your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. This is your last opportunity to flow and move today. Make it your best. Join me. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Allow yourself the pathways that feel right to you. Inhale, your right foot lifts off the ground. Exhale, float back. Reach your hands together. Find this warrior three. Exhale as you step back to crescent. Palms stay together. Lift your chest. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, warrior two. Do you remember all those mantras we said in the warrior two flow earlier? Remind yourself. You are strong. Exhale, you are amazing. You are fearless. Step back. You are you. Maybe that foot's there, maybe it's on the ground. Lift. I don't know if you guys can see it. My bottom leg is shaking. Yes, it is. Big deep inhale, lower down. Let's come back to plank. Exhale, your final couple downward dogs for the day. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or jump to the front of the mat, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway rise. Feel the strength in the back of your legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Arms overhead, arms forward, wherever your shoulders like it best. Try this. Your hands come behind you. Interlace them. Let's just see. Let's see what we can do. Let's believe that we are not average, that we are amazing, and let's sink lower. Ooh. Knowing that we have the courage and the strength to come back up to standing. Let's do it. Last opportunity. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, as we lift, bring your left foot off the ground. Exhale, reach back. Interlace your hands. Bend your front knees. Step back and lift your chest. Finding that proud, courageous, open chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lift. Lengthen forward, reach back, exhale. Inhale, exhale, with our hands forward. Hold here. Last time, side plank. Step back. Lift your left arm. I'm turning away from you. Bottom knee on the floor or lifted as you extend your arm and foot away from each other. Just like we did earlier in the cow. Exhale, come back around to plank. Find your final downward dog. And I want just one breath here. Bend your knees. Sit back to child's pose. And now, maybe you really just want that settled, quiet child's pose. Your body just did a lot. Be excited and know that that was a huge accomplishment. That just proved that nothing about you is average. That you are able to power through that mentally, physically, emotionally. Take a few more breaths in your child's pose. Walk Both hands to the outside edge of your mat. Press back. This is a great stretch on your mid to upper back. As you press your top hand into your bottom, you sink your hips back. Walk your hands to the other side. Find that same press. It's like you're taking and just pushing that top hand so that this upper mid back can feel that pull and that stretch. Come back to center. Little by little, just make our way to our backs. Allow your knees to hug into your chest. And I love right here to just let my eyes shut, to hug myself in gratitude. You stay there. Keep that rock side to side. It's interesting right now, I've been thinking a lot about this and that hugging motion that we're doing right now. There's a lot of science that talks about the value of hugs. You know, right now we're being told to socially distance, and as we should be, and stay away. And we're losing that ability to hug. So even though you may not be able to hug your loved ones, hug yourself. Tell yourself that you are just as worthy as everyone else you give hugs to. Share the love with yourself. Allow your arms to open to the sides. Let your knees just fall to one side as you look over your opposite shoulder. Feel this great stretch around the middle of your body. Inhale as your knees come back to center. Exhale, allow them to fall to the opposite side. Keep both shoulders as they reach towards the ground. That spiral rotation in the middle of your back. Inhale as you bring your knees back to center. One more big gratitude hug. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Find your final Shavasana. You stay in Shavasana. Recently I was having a discussion and I realized that in yoga, those of us who are familiar with it will say, find your Shavasana. And so many people have no idea what we're talking about. Like, what am I supposed to be doing right here, right? Corpse pose or Shavasana is one of the most difficult poses of yoga because it requires complete and total stillness. If you're already trying to pack up your mat and turn off this video, I encourage you to stick with me for just the next couple moments. Because when you can allow yourself those moments of pure and total stillness, that is when you're mentally and physically growing stronger to facing the adversities that we deal with out there. So while you might want to move, I encourage you for the next 90 seconds, that's all I'm going to ask of you right now is 90 seconds where I'm going to say nothing. You're going to keep your eyes shut, lay in gratitude with yourself, and be present. Little by little, bring awareness back to your body. Allow your fingers and toes to wiggle around and move in space. Bring movement into your entire body. Give yourself one more great big gratitude hug. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Finishing just like we began. I mentioned at the start that our quote, "Nothing about you is average," comes from a book written by one of my favorite bloggers who has a project. And her blog and her book are called The Middle Finger Project. Judge as you want, I don't care, I love her. Highly recommend it. The quote and the full quote, I do warn you, there's a little profanity. If you're offended, shut your ears for a moment. Ash says, "Nothing about you is average. You are someone who is built to rally. You're a thunderbolt, girl. You are built to climb walls and tear down obstacles and set everything you touch on fire. You are built to be an enigma, a riddle, a beautiful paradox. You are built to be one giant, grand, daring adventure. Someone who creates unexpected sparks of wonder in her life. There's nothing predictable about you or what's to come. You are curious and lively and bright-eyed and sensational. You are built to laugh loudly and march bravely and leave your heart on every doorstep. Knock, fucking knock. Not mine, all by Ash. Take one last big deep inhale. Lift your arms overhead. Exhale your hands to heart center with your eyes open or shut. Give yourself one giant thank you. From me here at Greensboro Downtown Yoga to you out there, I wish you a blessed and happy day. Thank you. Until next time, I'm Summer. Bye.